Clemson Tigers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. For a quarterback as highly touted as Dave Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. They're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. It's a seam wide open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Vols line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the stop. You've got to try to get the ball into the end zone in the air on that one, and they didn't get close. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. His end zone needs to be careful here. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they
absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Backed up in their own end, don't hold the ball too long. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off bounce? Because they are a good one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go right back to him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 21 to Kentucky. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Rushes on him. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running behind that left side.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Vols are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Wants to return it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get it through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try the run. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the left side.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job of assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they're ever going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man, it's Williams. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sure hands, it's Matthews. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, it just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really. By the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Makes the quick grab. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for space, it's Lewis. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run the screen. He's loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And that is no good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him.
He lost one down the sideline. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's stable. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll leave it with him. There he goes! Lots of running room.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback on the keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down, down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to pull his way out. Touchdown ball. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Here comes Clemson with another first down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch, it's Randall. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave him on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Now, Tennessee.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win.